If you want to play for the Philadelphia Eagles, you're going to have to do better than a blistering 40-yard dash or an impressive vertical leap. The Eagles would like to see your college degree. Joining me now with more on this non-traditional recruiting strategy is WSJ sports editor Geoff Foster.
Hi.
Geoff, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
We hear about professional teams drafting from colleges all the time. So what makes this unusual?
Well, it's unusual because it's sort of counterintuitive. You would think almost like football's such a rough game. These guys break down so fast. You'd want a guy who's coming out earlier. You want a junior because he's got less wear and tear. He's a year younger. But no, it turns out the Eagles are targeting guys who are there for the whole 4 years. And there are even some studies that the guys who go to college for 5 years are even better in the NFL.
So how did the Eagles decide that this matters, that they want to know what you're studying, they want to know if you're getting a degree?
Well, I think their logic is they want guys who are ready to learn and are willing to learn. Football's incredibly complicated, and when these guys get to the NFL, I don't think they realize how much they're going to have to study and how much they're going to have to learn in terms of the playbooks. So they need players who can master that and are ready to study and are committed to things like that.
Is there data out there? Is it really proven that teams with a lot of college graduates could actually do better?
The teams that have done this the most are the Colts and the Patriots over the last 5 years, and the Colts and the Patriots obviously have had a lot of success, especially in the early part of the century. So yeah, there's some data.
So let's talk a little bit about Bo Allen. When they were recruiting him, what are they looking for? What kind of questions are they asking?
Well, they're asking him what he studies and how he goes about that kind of thing, and like what he takes to a classroom and that. And this is all important because when you get to the NFL, you're going to have to learn a lot of things, and you're going to have to think on your toes. So they want people who are eager to learn, and it's sort of like a degree in political science may not help on the NFL field, but the fact that he learned how to study and how to prepare for a class and how to get a degree, they find is going to be helpful when they get to the league.
And for some of these recruits, they even talk to them about how they learned best, whether they're visual learners, whether they're not visual learners. How do you adapt something like this into a strategy for coaching your players?
I don't know if you can adapt into a strategy on how do you coach your players. I mean, I think everyone is going to ultimately be different in how they study for a playbook.
Any sign any other NFL teams are going to start stealing this strategy?
You never know. It's a copycat league. Generally, when something works, the Patriots do something that everyone sort of follows. So if the Eagles win the Super Bowl this year, yes, I think so. That might happen.
All right, Geoff Foster, thanks very much for joining us.
No problem.